Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, kids at home. Welcome to another new exciting program of AbuNajma with the kids. And today we are at Pangani Valley. MashaAllah, a new season of recording. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, kids. كيف حالكم؟ Mashallah. Now I want to ask two questions before we start. Number one, what do we call hair in Arabic? Hair. Touch your hair. What do you call that in Arabic? We say sha'arun. Say sha'arun. Sha'arun is hair, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. What do we call eyes in Arabic? We say what?
Ainun.
Which verse in the Quran has mentioned Ainun?
I.
Yeah, which verse in the Quran? Alam naj'al lahu? Alam naj'al lahu? Walisanan? Shafatain is there?
Leaves.
You cannot speak without the lips, isn't it?
Yes.
You cannot speak without this. That is why Allah said, Alam naj'al lahu aynayn, walisanan, wa shafatain. So today, inshallah, I want to tell you a very nice, beautiful story. It's about a prophet of Allah who, this prophet, he knew how to swim. He knew how to
Swim.
put up your hand, you can swim. 1, 2, you cannot swim, put up your hand, you cannot swim. If you are put in water, you cannot swim.
I can swim.
You cannot swim. If you can't swim,
I can swim.
okay.
Even me.
Okay, let's now put, it's okay, now let's put down our hands. So this prophet of Allah, he was born in an area where there was water, where there was,
Water.
for example, in a place like Mombasa, there is Indian Ocean. There is what? Indian?
Ocean.
You have the Indian Ocean where there is water. There is an ocean. There is an.
Ocean.
So if you are born in an area where you have ocean like Mombasa, or Lamu, or Malindi, or Kilifi, or Zanzibar,
I was born in
good. If you're in that area where there is water, then probably when you grow up in that and in such an environment, you will know how to swim. You'll know how to,
swim.
because those people who live in that area, they,
know how to swim.
yes. When you're born in that area,
Area.
maybe your father, your uncle, your family, they are fishermen. They are what?
Fisherman.
Fishermen, isn't it?
Yes.
So they go for fishing. So if you're born in that area, you'll probably know how to swim. For example, people who come from Wajir, they come from Garissa. They know this animal. They know this.
Animal.
If you come from Garissa, you come from Somalia, you come from Hargeisa, you know this animal. You know this?
Animal.
This animal is called what?
Camel. Camel.
Mombasa people, they have camels.
Yes. We saw as no. Okay, so no. The red have camel.
Let's ask. She's from Mombasa. You're from Lamu. Do you have this?
No.
In Lamu, they have donkeys, but not these ones. Where did you see this in Mombasa? Maybe in Mamangina Beach.
I said that one in nearby.
Oh, you saw. But there are not many. Yes, that was around Mamangina beach, and maybe they're just, but they're not. But when you go to Wajir, they're there, isn't it? When you go to Garissa and the northern part, yes.
Because they don't have cars and they don't have donkeys. That's why they use camel.
Oh, okay, yes. Because
Because they don't have car and they don't have donkeys. That's why they use camel. Yes.
Yeah, isn't it? And in Lamu, they use donkeys. There's so many donkeys around, isn't it? You've seen donkeys. Do you have donkeys in Lamu? Your family has donkeys?
No.
Oh, you don't have donkey?
No. I said.
You're from Lamu and you don't have donkey?
Yeah. Not even I was in Lamu. Me, I never go to Lamu.
Why?
Because I'm born there and her she's born in Mombasa.
Oh, you're born in Mombasa, you're born in Lamu. Okay. Now let's continue. So this prophet was born in an area where people knew how to swim. They knew how to
swim.
Yes. And this area, and in this area where a lot of people knew how to swim is where this prophet was born. His name was Prophet Yunus. Say Prophet Yunus.
Prophet Yunus.
Yunus. Do your lips like this. Yunus.
Yunus.
Yunus. His name was Prophet
Muhammad.
His name was Prophet
Yunus.
Yunus. His name was Prophet Yunus. So he was born in this area where there was water and people knew how to swim. And also people were fishermen. People were
Fishermen.
which means that they used to go with their boats very early in the morning, in the middle of the night, the last part of the night, for fishing. They used to go for fishing, isn't it? These people in this area was called Nainawa. It was called what? Nainawa. Say Nainawa. Nainawa. This area was called Nainawa. And these people, they did not worship Allah. They did not worship
Allah.
Who are we supposed to worship?
Allah.
Who is our God?
Allah.
Who is the true God?
Allah.
Who created the heavens?
Allah.
Who created the moon?
Allah.
Who created the sun?
Allah.
Who created your mom?
Allah.
Who brings down rain?
Allah.
Who makes food to grow?
Allah.
Khalaqa kulla shay. Khalaqa.
Kulla shay.
Now these people, they did not worship Allah. They worshipped idols. They worshipped stones. They took a cement. They took a stone. They carved. And then they make a big cow, a big human. And then they say, this is our God. This is our...
God.
So they started worshipping that.
Allah is big.
Yeah?
And they are putting inside the Kaaba.
Yes, but this is the story of the Quraysh. But now we are talking about the people of Nabi Yunus, the people of Nabi.
Yunus.
Yes, they made stones and then they started to worship. They started to...
And they're saying this is their God.
Yeah, that is their God. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent Nabi Yunus. He sent Nabi...
Yunus.
Nabi...
Yunus.
Nabi Yunus. And what did Nabi Yunus do when he was sent to them? Who can guess? These people, they are worshipping idols. They are worshipping stones. Then Allah sent them Yunus. What do you think was the work of Yunus?
She went far away.
He
went far away. And then she went
No. What is the work of the prophets?
to teach Islam.
Thank you so much. To teach people.
Islam.
Islam is submission, isn't it? They call people to worship Allah. They call people to worship
Allah.
That is the work of the prophets. And to teach people about Islam, to teach people about
Islam.
and to teach people about one God, and to teach people about
One God.
that is the work of the prophets, isn't it?
Yes.
The work of the prophets is to tell people what Allah wants them to do. Is to tell people about what Allah wants them to do. And when people do what the prophets tell them to do, that is a way of worshiping Allah. It means that they have worshipped
Allah.
And if they refuse, then what happens? Allah punishes those people. Allah punishes those.
People. They do bad things, Allah will punish.
Yes.
If you
You do what?
If you do a bad thing, Allah will gonna punish you much. Even you go to fire, you go to nar.
You go to nar. Those people who don't pray, isn't it?
Yes.
And those people who don't listen to their parents.
They are going to be the biggest sin they never had.
Yes, yes.
Even the biggest fire.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Now what happened? Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam, his people are worshipping idols. They're not listening to him. He's been sent to them by Allah. Yunus called them to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they refused. They said, these stones, these statues, these idols, we are going to worship these idols. We are not going to worship Allah. We are not going to worship God. They refused, yes?
And they said that there's no any God because it's just you're saying Allah is up, but the one Christian, they always say that Allah is not up. It's just you're just worshiping idols only.
Yeah, some of them, they worship idols. Now, listen everyone. Hey, you heard what he said? Again, what did you say? He doesn't remember. He doesn't?
Remember.
Okay, we continue.
If you worship God, Allah will punish you.
If you worship?
Allah.
No, if you worship Allah, Allah will put you to Jannah.
Yeah.
If you worship Allah, Allah will put you to
Jannah.
Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only punishes those people who do mistakes, but they do not ask for forgiveness. But if you do something wrong, something bad, then you say, Astaghfirullah, Allah, I ask you for forgiveness. Allah will forgive you. Still, if you do something wrong and you have not asked Allah for forgiveness, still Allah can still forgive you because Allah is merciful. Allah is
Merciful.
He is Al-Ghafur. Say Al-Ghafur.
Al-Ghafur.
The forgiving.
The forgiving.
Al-Ghafur.
Al-Ghafur.
The forgiving.
The forgiving.
Yes, because Allah is Ghafur. Allah will always forgive us if we do something wrong. And then we ask Allah to forgive us. When you finish your salah, you say 3 times Astaghfirullah. When the Imam says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. 3 times you say, you do like this, say Astaghfirullah. Hey, say Astaghfirullah. 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 You say that after salah. You say that after. You say that after. Immediately salah is over. You say 3 times. Astaghfirullah. 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 If you do that, Allah will not put you to nar. Allah will not put you to. Because you have asked Allah for forgiveness, isn't it? Yeah, he went to the masjid and prayed. Takbir. He prayed, went to the masjid and prayed. Takbir. We are coming back after a short break. AbuNajma with the kids. Stay with us, AbuNajma with the kids.
AbuNajma with kids.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome. AbuNajma with the kids, the second part of our program. Now, where were we? Where were we in our story? Where did we reach? Can you remember? We are talking about which prophet? What happened to Prophet Yunus? Anything you can remember we said about Yunus?
He doesn't want to worship Allah.
Yes, his people, they don't want to worship.
Allah.
They refuse to worship.
Allah.
And they worship idols, statues,
And
other gods.
even stone. Yes, even
Yes,
stone.
they took stone, they carved into a human being, into cow, animals, and then they worship. Yes. What else do we remember? No, what else do we remember? No, there is another thing. Asking for forgiveness. Asking for? If you do something terrible, you ask Allah to forgive you. After every salah, you do it 3 times. Yes, 3 times. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, another thing we can remember about Yunus. He was born in which area? He was born around places where there is an ocean, there is water, there is river. Nabi Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam, isn't it? Yes. So now, okay, now I want everybody to listen and look at me. Now what happened? Nabi Yunus, he called his people to Allah. He's called his people to Allah. What do we mean by calling people to Allah? Teaching them Tawheed. Teaching them what? Tawheed. What's the meaning of Tawheed? We tell people, he told people there is only one God. There is only one God. There is only one God. Whose name is? Whose name is? Allah. Yes.
But then I was eating at my home at night. There's a part of
Okay. Now I listen to all of that. Now listen to me. Okay, now listen to me. Mudathir. You listen now to me, okay? Yes. Now what happened? Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam, he called them to Allah. But in the process of calling them to Allah, he was tired. He became tired. Imagine you call people to Allah and they refuse. And then you call them to Allah and they refuse. Then you call them to Allah, they tell you, we are not going to listen to you. We'll not worship Allah. So what happened to Nabi Yunus? He got tired. He got what? Tired. Then, even sometimes in the classroom, you disturb the teacher. You disturb the teacher. Even right now, you talk too much. The teacher is getting tired. You don't even keep quiet.
Today I was behaving good.
Now you don't even keep quiet. You just want to talk. It's not good. You see, that's the problem. That's the problem, isn't it? When you don't listen, the teacher becomes tired. The teacher becomes tired. Even Nabi Yunus became tired. He became tired. And he's a human being. He's what? Do you get tired when you do a lot of homework?
Yes.
Do you get tired when you play a lot?
Yes.
Do you get tired when you sit like for 5-6 hours?
Yes.
Yeah, we are human beings. So Nabi Yunus became tired. He became tired of them. He did not ask Allah for permission to leave his city. So what happened to him? He decided to go away. He decided to go away. He decided to leave his hometown. He decided to leave his town.
Far away.
Yes. He decided to leave his hometown. Then he went to the
sheep.
He boarded a ship. He boarded a
sheep.
And then he left his people. He left his people. And Allah was not happy with Nabi Yunus. Do you know if Allah tells you to do something and you don't do it, Allah will not be happy with you. Your mom tells you, do your homework, you do like this. Your mom tells you, finish your homework, you do like this. Your mom tells you, make your salah, you do like this. Your mom tells you, make salah, you say, I want to finish my cartoon fast. I'm watching cartoon, and then you do like this. Allah will not be happy with
you.
Your mom tells you, finish your cabbage, finish your mboga. And then you do like this. I don't like mboga, I only love meat. And then you do like this.
And he likes.
Me, I'm not eating this mboga. Yeah. And then you are like this. Every time you want pizza. Every time you want pizza, you want chips.
And he said cake.
Cake, yes.
Last year my mommy cooked for me chips.
Oh, nice.
Even my mother last time.
Your mom cooks for you chips.
Even my auntie cooked for me chips.
Okay, now listen to me. So what happened? Nabi Yunus left his people and Allah was not happy with him because he did something that Allah did not like. How do you leave your city, leave your people without Allah's permission? So he went, he boarded a ship as you said, and then there was a big...
Shark.
No, before that, the water, waves, the water waves. And then their boat, which they were in, started to shake. Go, 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 go. And then they said, we have to throw one person. We have to throw one
person.
And then, under that water, there was, you look at my shark. Look. You see? It was a whale or a shark? Was it a whale or a shark? Was it a whale or a shark? You know a whale is the biggest, like blue whale. It can swallow a whole goat like this. You put it inside and then pour.
It was a shark.
You see?
No.
So now under that water, Nabi Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam is inside the ship, inside the boat, and then the sailors said, we are too many, and we are all, our lives are in danger. We have to throw one person. You have to throw one
Person.
Who do you think was thrown in the water?
A boy. Teacher Yunus.
Hey, Nabi Yunus is a teacher. Teacher Yunus, teacher. Yes, he's a teacher because prophets are also teachers. Prophets are also
Teacher.
yes, because they teach us. They teach us about Allah. They teach us about
Allah.
They teach us about who?
Allah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Put up your hand, you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why do you love Allah? Wait. One by why do you love Allah?
Because he have given us everything.
MashaAllah, He gave us everything. Why do we love Allah? Why do you love Allah?
Because he created the earth and us.
Because Allah created the earth and us. Why do you love Allah?
Allah created
All of us. Why do you love Allah?
because he's our God.
Because Allah is our God. Ilahuna wa ilahukum wahid. Allah is only one. That's why we love Allah, because we only have Him. Why do you love Allah? Because Allah gave us chips. He gave us chips. Even Allah protects us. We love Allah because Allah is Al-Hafidh. He protects us. Allahu khairun hafidan. Why do you love Allah? Because Allah is big, Al-Azim, Allahu Akbar. Akbar min kulli shay. Why do you love Allah? Because Allah is forgiving. Thank you so much. What's your name? Abdullah, thank you so much. Because Allah is forgiving. Allah is Al-Ghafur. He forgives. Allah is very merciful to us, isn't it?
And he loves us.
Imagine you have a God that does not forgive. Imagine if you have a God, you do mistake. And then you say, forgive me. And then you say, no, I'm not going to forgive you. That's a bad God, isn't it? But Allah is forgiving. You say, oh, Allah, forgive me. Allah says, Ana wa inni la ghafar. I forgive, I have forgiven you. You do something bad, you say, Allah forgive me. Allah says, وَإِنِّي لَغَفَّارٌ. I have forgiven you. I have forgiven you. I will never get tired of forgiving you. That's Allah. So Abdullah loves Allah because Allah is forgiving. Why do you love Allah? Let's listen to her. Because Allah gives me my anjero and my basto. Because Allah gives me my anjero, my basto, my hilib, my noodles, my hamburger. Because Allah is Razak. Allah is Razak. You see here, Allah forgives. Allah provides His Razak. Allah protects. Who said Allah protects?
This one. This one. Me, I said.
I think it's you. Do. Yes, Allah protects. Allah khairun hafidan. Now, the Yunus was thrown inside there.
Shark.
Hey,
Wait.
did he jump inside the waters or the shark? When he jumped into the water, he was swallowed by the blue whale. Poor! Hey, let me see if my blue whale can swallow my car. And then it is hungry. Wait. It is very, very hungry. Okay, let's see.
It cannot feed. See? It cannot
It has swallowed.
No.
It has swallowed.
There's a half.
It has swallowed half.
It can swallow the cow.
But when it swallows this, can it digest? No, it cannot, isn't it? Because this is metal, yeah. Yes. So he jumped. So he jumped and he was eaten. Was he eaten or was he swallowed?
It was swallowed.
Astaghfirullah. Somebody said he was eaten. Astaghfirullah. Who is that? He was swallowed. The whale swallowed him without hurting him. Without?
Hurting him.
Yes. And that is why. Yes. And that is why he came out alive. Yes. Isn't it? But when he was inside, he remembered Allah. He remembered. When he was inside this stomach, he remembered Allah. He remembered who?
Allah.
When you are in trouble, when you are in trouble, you remember Allah. You remember who?
Allah.
Remember Allah when you are in trouble. When you are in
Trouble.
and inshallah, we'll continue the story next week. Inshallah, we continue. We say ma'asalam. Bye bye. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayka. Masha Allah. Say Masha Allah.
AbuNajma with kids. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Quran. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn Hadith. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We learn the duas. We love our Prophet.